Hey, it's Editor Peter, speaking from the future. Due to some technical difficulties, our frame rate dropped very, very low, and we were not aware of this until after we had finished. So, I recommend give this first episode simply a listen, because nobody wants to watch that. I certainly wouldn't. I don't think you do either. So, put the screen away, just take a listen, and hopefully enjoy. This problem will be fixed in the future. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to the series premiere of Mixed Bag here on CarpeDM. We are not a bunch of nerdy-ass voice actors, unfortunately, but we do sit around and play Dungeons & Dragons. I am Peter Wolf. I will be the Dungeon Master for this first story arc. And the way it works around here, we switch around Dungeon Master, so everyone gets a chance to DM, everyone gets a chance to play, and yeah, it's a fun experience for everybody. So, if everyone would like to introduce themselves.
I'm Mike, and I'm playing Flint until he dies, or for the whole campaign. Here's hoping for the whole campaign.
I'm Frank, and I play Colin Hawthorne.
I'm Anna Wolf, and I am the wife of the amazing Peter Wolf.
Oh, flattery will get you nowhere when I'm DMing.
Aw, damn it.
That is her character in the game.
No, what is your character's name?
My character's name is Andrew Probuddy.
And I am Isaac, and I will be playing Gothic.
Gothic seriously is secretly my favorite.
I mean, flattery.
Flattery will get me everywhere. You know this. Anyways, so we are playing 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons with some homebrew, and it is our hopes that sometime in the future we can bring our world, like our module, to you. Hit that like and subscribe. You know what it's for. Come on, do it.
What are you new?
What are you new to YouTube? Exactly.
Nobody's that old-fashioned, they don't know what they're for.
All right, so with that everything out of the way, let us begin. Alright, so, welcome to the world of Todius. It's a beautiful world full of ancient quandary and magical secrets. Long ago, these lands were fought over by ancient primordials and all-powerful gods. When the dust settled, the gods withdrew and mortal races were created. They each found their calling and went to work to build a better world. Very few people know the cause of the catastrophe that ripped the world asunder, but many know that in order to make it whole, the gods patched many worlds together across the multiverse to make one stable world. Since then, magic has been fought over, waged war with, and restricted in order to prevent further disasters. Heroes have risen and fallen throughout history, and vanquishing powerful evils. A brief pause has occurred since the world's last great evil, and that is where our story begins. The continent of Adaphance is located in the southern hemisphere of this planet. The land is divided into 11 different provinces ruled over by 4 major governments. To the west, there is the Audian Empire, ruled by a mysterious being that no one has ever laid eyes upon. He sends his mechanical humanoids to do his bidding, but never shows his face. This land is all about progress and prosperity. Anyone can be anything if you work hard enough. To the east is the Dawn Dynasty, ruled by their queen. Working hand in hand with their church, they have a strong religious nation that seeks to study and prevent magical disaster. Have faith and you will be protected. To the southwest is the Cragmaw Consortium, independent government ruling over only one province. No one ever expected anyone to make anything of the barren land there, but a strong cooperative alliance between 3 heads of state have allowed them to prosper and even cater to the more affluent. And in the center province is the Miraduke Congregate, an established peacekeeper between the dynasty and the empire. They're the middleman to every major player in shipping throughout the entire continent. The year is 149 4th Era. Within the central province of Deepview lies a major city, Midasari. The streets are bustling with excitement as the time has come for the Regime Assembly, an annual meeting of the 4 nations to come together and discuss plans for the future. And this is where we begin. So, in the crowded city, throughout the streets, many shopkeepers, they're yelling for their local wares. Things are on sale. Where a dwarf is wandering through the streets, looking for deals, looking for new smithing techniques, looking for new materials. Mike, if you'd like to introduce your character and describe him.
As my character, or my name is Flint Ashgard. I am a dwarf. I have average dwarf height. I have pure white hair, pure white beard. I have a metal arm. Like a robotic arm. I am an artificer. Quite skilled artificer, if I do say so myself.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's. I am proud of my work, and I look for people to help anywhere I can. For the right price. For the right price.
Mm-hmm. So going through the city there, is there anything you would briefly like to do? As what definitely what drew you the most is the tales of this city. What makes this massive shipping possible? If I while I look through my notes, I have so much. The Elysium Plaza, which is a massive train station that hauls like hundreds of thousands of tons of cargo, most or directly to the Empire. Like that's where the rail system is mostly located.
I'm assuming hundreds of thousands of tons per year? Oh.
Flint is going see if he can find any like smithing materials or anything to help.
All right.
Like, yeah, just any materials he can use to upgrade his weapons or whatever.
All right. So, as you go about doing that, in another part of the city, the government, or where the government is essentially located, the region of the Citadel. A human dressed in like forest green leathers is looking for a person of interest. And Frank, if you would like to describe your character.
I am Colin. I grew up in Leafy Village and
Well, you don't have to explain your whole backstory if you don't want to. Just what do you look like?
I have blonde hair, blue eyes, and that's it.
Very plain looking person.
Yeah.
He's a basic bitch.
Yeah. All right. So as you're in the government building, and let me see. You can see the captain of the guard here, the Onyx Sentries. You can see is a tall male wood elf, and name tag that says Captain Valis. Well, sir, unfortunately, we do not have any record of a Page Hawthorne here that passed through the city. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh man.
Well, sir, if there's anything else we can help you with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Well, is there any like local medicine place?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, go down the streets in order to the West Road and look for Win Bennett. You'll see her shop.
Okay.
Then, so as you go about on the main road coming into the city, is a very royal procession with I guess many red banners, very ceremonial, escorting one person of interest is A very short individual, a 3 foot tall, creature with these tiny little ears, clearly dressed well beyond her stature. And if you'd like to describe your character.
Okay, I'm 3 feet tall. I am have dark, like really black hair, little white ear peaks, and I'm dressed in red and gold, and some silver. My skin is really dark brown. That's it.
Okay. Alright, so, and the person with you is a 6 foot tall male half-orc who you've been assigned to guard. Verlar Frillarin.
Okay, 1 second. I need to write that down.
You can see he has dark brown skin, and he's wearing ceremonial pansophical robes. So as you're both walking through the city, like, oh, it's been a few months since I came here, but it hasn't changed much. Let's do what we came to do, and then head back quickly.
How do you spell his name?
Virlar.
V.
Virlar. Flir. ERRLINN.
What was the city we were in?
Midasari.
Midasari.
Mm-hmm.
Spell it out for me.
All right. So it is in Deep View, which is in the middle of basically the middle of the map, and Midasari is MYTIS.
M-I-T?
MYTISARI.
Okay, so the last 3 letters of the last name. L-I and then what?
LINN.
Okay. I had to erase it.
I knew everyone was spelling it wrong somehow.
I mean, I knew I was spelling it wrong too. I'm like, just sound it out.
Yeah. So, Andrea, I'll wait here. Go make preparations for us to stay the night.
Okay.
And
Yike, Captain.
as that happens, in another part of the city, near the Citadel, but also in the Copper Spring, also where the trains are, in the Elysium Station, towering over the rest of the crowd is a very tall humanoid. Isaac, would you like to describe your character?
Good day, sir. My name is Gothak. As you can see, I am a Goliath. I stand at a modest 7 feet tall for my people, or 7.5, I suppose. But do not let my bluish skin fool you. I am as much a person as any of you. I'm as much as a man. It's like, as you can see by my excellent physique, hidden by any hair, this is the body of a man. And I am not afraid to show it. I am looking for acquaintances to conduct business with, as you know of the big meeting.
So as you're going through the cities, you can hear the local town crier, somebody shouting out the news. Are the lycanthropes vanquished, or do they still pose a threat? The regime assembly assembles today at noon. Yeah. Tax cuts. Will they affect you?
Tax cuts, they say.
What would you like to do?
I suppose I'd like to take a look at this little business opportunity here.
All right.
See if I can meet some people and get in on those tax cuts.
Alright. So, as all of you go about your business, a few hours pass until the sun is a bit past noon, and eventually the crowds begin to rush. You can hear murmurs of talking. Oh, they're assembling in the town square. They're gonna reveal the news. Everyone, come quickly! And you especially, Andrea, the diplomat that you were escorting. Like, well, it's time to announce to the people. Come on, come with me.
Okay.
As you walk alongside him, do the three of you go to the town square?
Well, I'm like, I don't even pay taxes. I'm a traveler, so. Well, hopefully this will be interesting.
Yes, I go.
Tax. Is that where the meeting was? Again?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Where the meeting has already taken place, but this is where the diplomats will announce to the public what the plans of the government are going forward.
And Gothak will head over there.
Alright. So.
Where the important people are.
Alright, so so going to the Citadel, or should I say just in the town square beyond the Citadel, you can see a very large empty space that is filled with small shops where people have taken advantage of this annual event to sell their wares. And in the middle you can see a temporary stage built up in the center where the diplomats all climb aboard. And within the three of you, within the crowd, you can see on the stage a dark-skinned half-orc accompanied by a very short, short humanoid that you never seen many of before, that have animal ears but no other animal features. You're thinking, is that a tabaxi? No, that's something different.
Is that a child?
As well as you can see what you do double take and you think a machine, but you think no, it's just someone in very heavy armor. Wait, no, that's a machine. As a humanoid climbs the steps of the stage and is wearing silver armor plates, but has you're thinking bronze skin? No, that's metal. And you take fascination upon this as you see it's an automaton, but it's moving exactly like a person. Like none of that clunky mechanical movements as that most constructs are made of, but this is smoothly walking and regarding the crowd, it's almost human.
If only I could take a closer look at that.
As well as a female human with a fair skin, brown hair, and is wearing a plate armor that is that matches the guards here in the city. And you feel, but with much more authoritarian. Like this is definitely a position of power that she holds. And the last one, you see another human, kind of standing tall with the gold hair, blue eyes. He's wearing very expensive clothing. Clearly here as a very posh person here, thinking, why am I here? I have so much better things to do with my time. And you see the people. Verlar steps forward. People of Midasari, we have come here today to tell you the plans of the governments moving forward. In terms of the dynasty, the mining in Midasari has been approved and will continue in the lands north. As for the tax cuts, I leave that to my colleagues here. And he steps back. People are kind of murmur. There's a little bit of applause. And as the Warforged steps forward, the machine. Hello? It kind of looks about. The railroad will continue into the mountains as planned. That is all.
Wait,
Steps back.
can I do a roll to see if I know? Because Colin is thinking, did they put the magic mouth spell on a golem?
Make an Arcana check.
5.
First roll of the campaign. Sucks.
So I say it out loud. Did they put magic mouth on a golem?
You hear a civilian. No, you idiot. That's a warforged. Sent from the Empire.
Oh.
I don't know. They're just drones. They're practically all the same.
Yeah, Flint hears him say that. Like, what?
Vaguely, yeah. You hear it off in the distance. Yeah.
Gothak speaks up. What about the tax cuts?
And you can see the captain standing forward. Yes, hello everyone. Yeah, my name is Brito Orlando. As for the tax cuts, any company that does shipping with the Elysium station will receive a very beneficial tax cut in order to ship their goods farther in the new railroad. So as going forward, and you hear, and Andrew, you look to your right, and you see an arrow piercing the chest of your diplomat, and falls. Brief silence.
Do I see where it came from?
Until everyone just screams, begins to panic. The guards, they rush over to the diplomat, and then you hear one of them yell, "Sniper! Rooftops!" In which case, I need everyone to roll initiative. All right, what do you guys all roll?
I got.
Wait, so 25 to 20.
Not 20.
Nice. 20 to 15.
16 total.
15 to 10. 10 to 5.
Wait, no, I got
9.
21. I did hear.
Okay. So then 15 to 10.
9.
10 to 5.
I should have kept my dice in my thing.
All right then, Gothak, you're up first. As you're looking around, you do not see the signs of any sniper, but you did hear rooftops.
Rooftops. I checked which direction the body fell.
Body fell, which I should put that on there. Let me get that. Excuse me. Andrea. So, that is where he is. That is the way he fell.
Okay, so then I head up to the building, kind of central.
This one here?
Yeah, and I kind of like head down.
Damn, I lost you now.
Right below your hand.
There you are. Okay.
Yeah.
So this building here.
Yeah, I kind of head on over.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet will get you there.
Let's
And
see.
you go
if I-
inside, or do you want to climb?
Well, let's see. If he gets me there, then I think I'm gonna go for climbing.
Alrighty. So then you'll be able to climb 20. I believe your speed, you should be able to climb 15 feet. Make an athletics check.
Although I did use some of my movement there, so let's see here.
If you want to dash to.
Alright.
Sorry, yeah, should be more clear.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna dash. Okay, so total of 10 for the athletics check.
I mean, it's not quite too difficult, especially with your strength.
Yeah.
And so as you grab hold of the corner of the building, just you just pull yourself up. And on this turn, it is difficult terrain, so you can get yourself up 15 feet.
Okay.
In which case, I will put this here, and I'll put you there.
Okay.
Is that in your turn?
Yep.
Colin, you're up.
Okay. So, who am I supposed to be attacking? Gotta figure.
That is your choice entirely.
Guy shot a guy with the arrow.
Oh yeah. Find out where the. Gothak looks like a man of authority. I should just
You have no
follow
idea.
in what-
You have no idea who this person is. Looking over, you see just this hulking Goliath just climbing the building.
He looks competent. I'll just follow what he's doing.
Okay. So, let's go over here. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet will get you there. So, that's where you're moving. So, would you like to climb up after him?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. So, I'll say, yeah, I'll leave you there, but we'll say that you're directly behind Gothic as you follow him, and you're directly underneath.
Yeah, and I'll be like,
Make an athletics check, by the way. Flame, you're up next.
I have.
Just the middle.
okay. So total of 18.
All right. In fact, you can surpass. Or as you start to climb your way up, you can see this like this man just like hulking his way up. You realize, okay, there's certain footholds you can use as you kind of jump it, and instead of being right underneath him, you are now beside him. As you see this this human suddenly just like very adeptly, very agile, just end up next to you.
Bruh.
I was like, hello, we can exchange business cards later.
Hey, I just thought you knew what you were doing, so I was following you.
Flint, you're up.
Okay. So
I've lost you. Where are you? I can't.
right somewhere in this.
Oh, I see. I see you there. Yeah, I lost you in the crowd.
Do I see where they were pointing? If they were pointing, like.
No, they weren't pointing anywhere. They just looking at the body. Yeah, you can see. I guess you briefly noticed that the arrow did come at from a high angle, like downwards.
So you see
You just heard rooftops.
yeah, and you see a couple of fellows climbing up a wall over here, like, what? Like, they must be doing something.
Okay.
Andrew, you're next.
Would Flint know, like he knows it came from a high place? Does he know the direction of what it came from?
I'd say if you want to make an investigation check.
21.
21. So briefly looking from what you can see, you're thinking you're too far away to make a very accurate judgment, but you're thinking it's either one of these two buildings.
Okay, I see those two climbing that building.
Mm-hmm.
Flint is gonna go to the other building.
All right. So your speed, as of right now, you have a speed of 25 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 will get you there. Do you dash and climb?
Yeah, I'll dash.
All right. So 10. So with 20, that'll get you about 5 to 7 feet up. I don't have one that's only 5 feet, so I'll leave you right there. I'll make an athletics check.
Put one on its side.
Oh, yes, I can.
18 total.
Alrighty. That puts you up there. Alright. So, Andrea, it's your turn.
Do you see how badly injured that guy is?
Absolutely. You see, luckily, you do know that half-orcs aren't quite resilient, and you can see him coughing up blood and struggling for breath, but he's still alive. He's like... as he looks over towards you for help. You see the arrow's still in him.
I will take the arrow out and then cast Cure Wounds.
Alright, as you pull it out, and then... Alright, so roll 1d... Is it 1d8? Yes, 1d8 plus 4.
And remember to speak up.
Yes, please.
That's a 9.
So 9 total?
Yep.
Alright. So as you lay your hands on the wound, and there's this warm light that rushes to it, as the light enters the wound and seals it shut. Thank you, my dear. Thank you very much.
So, can I just kind of look around now where the
Make an investigation check.
came from? 17.
17. Looking about on the rooftops, you don't see any signs of any kind of sniper. But then you look down at the blood in your hands and the arrow. You notice the arrow has a silver tip on it. And
You know what that means?
you think that nothing that's interesting, and you put it away. Is that your turn? Alrighty. So in which case then, that's about it. Then it goes back up to Dominic.
Okay, so then.
Colin, you're next.
I think I'll look for if there's a window on the building here to climb in through.
Yeah, there's one right here on the left side.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take much at all. So as you climb over this side, you already succeed on your athletics check, so you already climb over this side.
Swing around, kicking.
Swing around and you kick it in, and
as I said, it's like let us exchange business cards later. But it's like I'm heading inside. You check the roof.
and as all right, so as you go down, you see one humanoid figure here. You see dressed in dark leathers and has a heavy crossbow slinged across his back. Immediately sees you and kind of gets scared and takes a defensive stance.
It's like, well, never mind. I think I found him.
What's it to do?
So, how much movement to get there?
That was 10 feet.
Okay. How far away is he?
So that'd be about 5, 10, 15 feet to get to him. You have plenty.
Okay.
Yeah, you have the movement.
Then I'm gonna rage
All right.
and head on over to him.
Your mini can't fit through the door because you're too tall.
Yeah.
We curve you around the door.
Crack through. And then, seeing this, I'm gonna go grapple him.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Let's see. Total of 20.
All right, so you see this is a much more agile individual as he kind of ducks left, right. Excuse me. And you see this character now up close. He has his face hidden, but you see his dark brown skin, and you see very pointed ears. And as he goes try to evade your grapple, you go in, grab his wrist, nope, and you put him in an arm lock.
Hey, you sorry, man. But that is the man who announced the tax cut, and so I need to take you in. And it's like, I might get the extra bonus.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Colin, your turn.
I go up and follow after him.
All right, so after hearing the window smash, and going through here, climbing here, inside, and you can see, this stranger Goliath just grappling what you believe is to be the assailant. What would you like to do?
I ask, shoot? Shoot?
What do you respond?
I ask the guy I'm holding that, shoot?
No!
So, keep an eye on him.
I bring out my bow. And I'm just
Make an
there.
intimidation check
Intimidation check.
with advantage because he's grappling.
Shoot? No! I'm ready just in case.
Okay. 11.
11. And you can see that as he kind of looks at the situation, your attempts were good, but he seems kind of unfazed by it, and is still trying to break free of your grapple. Flint, your turn. As you hear the sound of a window smashing, and over the sound of the crowd, not much else.
Flint is going to continue climbing.
Okay.
He's going to look through the window that's on the second floor there first.
All right. So as you go higher up.
Kind of stealth. Like, well.
So from here, let me see. From this angle, looking through the windows. Actually, looking through this window here, you can actually see like a very large figure of a Goliath. Kind of hard to miss. But through the wall, he's wrestling with something. Because throughout the wall there, you can't really quite tell what he's wrestling with. But you feel like, okay, he may have found something.
He may have found something. I'm going to check this building first anyway.
All right.
Just in case, like, whatever they found is a diversion. I'm looking through the window first to see if there's anybody in there.
So looking through this window here, you see this is more of an inn. You see someone in their room,
Like,
just like in the room sitting. Like there's a bed, there's a desk. Someone's just sitting there, and if it weren't for the chaos outside and them actually them looking at the window, seeing you kind of pop up, they might consider you a peeping tom. But they're fine.
But they don't have like a crossbow, nothing.
Nope, they're fine.
All right, climbing higher.
Alrighty. So then, put you here. That'll use up the last of your movement to go.
Looking through the window up top.
To go higher. And there you go.
Looking through that window as well.
And this one here, you see this room is empty. Clearly, still just an inn, and you see this one's more of a suite. Like there's a bed, end table. There's a little chamber pot there, and it's very well made, but clearly no one's using it.
Like it looks like nobody's been in there all day,
Yep.
or
Pretty much. At this point, you still see the Goliath wrestling with something. So you feel like, okay, you probably have the wrong building.
Well, that's all my movement. So,
You still have your action. At this
Can't
point,
really-
if you would like to take a shot, you could, but you would have 3/4 cover, and you would also risk shooting this Goliath.
I will just. I'm not gonna take a shot, but I have an idea, so can continue.
Okay, that ends your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Andrea.
Nothing I can do with an action.
It is still recording.
Huh? Hi. Yes.
Okay.
Why were you under the impression that it wasn't?
Well, I wasn't sure.
Just in case.
Just in case.
I just wanted to make sure, you know?
Yeah.
Don't want our first ever actual recording.
We should have a
to-
backup camera just in case.
I
Okay.
have a camera, one of these types that I bought.
Okay. So, now that guy's up, I'm gonna just look around in the crowd. see if there's
Actually,
anything there.
can I go back? I'm gonna yell out to her,
Okay.
like as loud as I can. They may have found somebody in there.
Okay.
Yeah, yelling it to you.
From then, I will, I guess, move my 30 feet and go check it out.
Alrighty. So,
Because if it's somebody that I need to capture, I need to
5,
capture them.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet will get you there. So 60 feet, you'll have to dash in order to either get through the building or you want to climb up the side.
I will just climb the side.
Alright. So dashing there, make an athletics check. That'll also get you there if you succeed.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 4.
So as you grab hold of the side of the stone, go up, and your fingers slip, and fall. You get back up. Ow, that hurt.
I broke
Probably more than you probably hurt your pride more than anything, but
Yeah.
but you're good.
Just go in the building.
Yeah. So that ends your turn.
Yeah.
You see, all right, this guy is going to try, because your intimidation didn't work completely. He's going to try to break your grapple. Make a athletics check. Still with advantage.
Yeah.
Because you're still grappling.
Okay, and still a 20.
And he's just like, no, you got your fingers locked around him, and you don't let go. You do not let go at all. And that's all you can do. That's his turn. 'Cause you can't do anything else. Gothak, it's your turn.
Okay, so tell me, do you have any accomplices?
Which at this point, I'd say that that combat has essentially ended at this point. As Then you grab it. No. The bastard deserved to die.
And why is that?
He killed my family. It's simply an eye for an eye. Wouldn't you do the same? Let me go! You.
You know I probably would, but this is not my problem.
So where do you bring him? At this point, you've basically arrested him.
Yeah.
And also at this point here, either climbing up the side of the building or through the stairs, you
I'll
can.
go inside through the building.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
As I got there, I was like, oh, I saw that the person had a guard there. Let's
What was that?
I'm putting 2 and 2 together.
Well. So as
Philanthropies, his family.
As I got there, I was like, well, we can discuss this all with the guard that was meant to protect him. I am sure that this will all work out just fine if he actually did do something terrible. Yada yada yada.
as you begin to.
As Gothak just like
Your rage ends and you begin to calm down.
yeah, just like
I'm not going without a fight. And,
Dragon.
as he begins to close his eyes and focus, and you begin to feel his physique begin swell, and his arms become very, very hairy. As he begins to swell, you can see his claws, or his fingers extend into claws. You can see his face extend into a snout, and you can hear him growl.
Gothak.
And as
Gothak's just bringing him down the stairs.
Yeah, as he turns into a werewolf right in your grasp. And as you're pulling him down. And he's gonna, with disadvantage, he's gonna try to bite you. Nope. He's like snapping and snapping, but you move your arms, but you still get a lock on him, and
You just smack him in the nose. Bad dog.
Just get him in the headlock. It's like no. It's like.
no, as you get him in the headlock.
Like, now you are coming to speak with the authorities.
Good doggy, good doggy.
Eventually, you feel him go limp, and he reverts back to his humanoid form. Man. So, at this point, now you rush upstairs, as well as
Flint jumps down and rushes over to see if he can help.
So the four of you kind of convene and see this Goliath just headlocking a now unconscious assassin. What would you like to do going forward?
Is he dead?
No. You see, I figured they may want to question him, and that the information may be worth paying for.
I will question him.
Right now, you see he's unconscious.
Okay, I will.
As you kind of ease up your grip on him, he's
It's like, well, I will turn them over to you, as you are the. So you are the guard in charge of the man up there?
Yep. I will tie him up, and then I will just ask Gothak to carry him.
well, you don't know his name.
Yeah. That's the
Well,
big Goliath.
The big guy to carry him. Because he's powerful. He's muscular.
So, yeah, as the four of you walking out of the building, and you can see the guards who have now showed up and kind of pushing their way past the crowd. The crowd who is kind of curious but also afraid. That some of them have stepped forward to seize. A lot of them have stepped back out of fear. But as you're bringing out, you can hear kind of a half-hearted.
Yes, thank you. My name is Gothak. I will be accepting business requests at a later date. For now, we have business to take care of here. Send inquiries to the wounded man upstage. I am sure that we will be able to talk things over at a later date.
Flint just thinks to himself, what an interesting fellow.
For now, we have important matters to take care of with this man we have captured here.
So going forward, yeah, Andrea, as you're walking down the street with your diplomat in hand, did you catch him?
Yeah.
As sees the humanoid strapped over over your shoulder. Bastard! And kind of rubs the point, like rubs his chest where the arrow hit. I'm going back to our inn and see to it that this man is executed. And just kind of and storms away. And as the guards, you see the onyx sentries coming to you dressed in a very heavy black plate armor. Well, we heard the commotion. We heard the screams. Is this him?
Yes,
Excellent. Will the four of you please accompany us? We'll go to the Citadel. You'll give your report.
Yes.
yes, of course.
Good. And as traveling through, you can see the guards. They walk forward and they push the people aside to give you a very wide berth. Going to the Citadel, it's kind of a Roman palace-esque. As you're walking up the steps, you see there's very large pillars. There's an interior wall on the inside of the pillars. Walking through double doors, you can see a very polished marble floor with very tall walls, high ceilings, and you can see simple depictions on the walls of like the guards fighting crime, slaying a dragon or stuff like that. Clearly, someone was commissioned. Someone of skill was commissioned to paint these murals, but not exactly a masterpiece. But close enough. Please, this way. As the guards lead you to an office. And we'll take him. We'll put him in the dungeon.
Yes, of course. And now,
They pick up the body. As one of them turns and leaves, and the other ones stay here and leave with you.
it's like now. I suppose this would be the time to ask. Perhaps if we might be rewarded for our service.
Absolutely. I mean, you've done a great service for us, for our city. Speak with Captain Brita. She will definitely compensate you for your time.
Did you tell me about the fact that he turned into a werewolf?
You definitely saw it happen, or you saw him as a werewolf revert back to.
Yeah.
In fact, all of you saw that.
I would tell
I did?
them that.
All of you saw that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would tell them that.
Okay. This man was a lycanthropy.
Seemed to be.
That changes things. Those menaces have been the plague of our city for the past few months now.
Yes. Very great problem.
All right. Well, thank you. And as all the guards they turn and leave, like all of you just kind of sit on a waiting bench, and the four of you all take a good look at each other for the first time. And
I just immediately thought of Guardians of the Galaxy, like all meet, and then hooked on a feeling.
I'm thinking the.
Except we're not criminals in this case. We're
yeah, your
we help.
witnesses.
I'm thinking the Little Big song. What was it? Hypno Dancer. The scene where everyone's looking at each other.
Yeah.
All right.
Go hypno dancer!
Hey.
Hey. Enough shenanigans. So, as all of you are kind of just looking at each other, contemplating. What would you like to?
Well, haven't introduced myself to any of you yet. My name is Flint Ashgard.
It's very good to meet you, my good sir.
Nice to meet you too, my friend.
Yes.
As you look up, damn, he sits high.
Never met a man as tall as you.
Yes, I find that people do not grow so big in this country. Is it the weather? I'm not sure.
Looking at who's sitting next to him, so small.
Your guess is as good as mine.
And
Nice to meet you.
Hello, I see you are the guard. I would like to introduce myself once again. I am Gotheg. I come from faraway country. I am here on a mission to meet people, do business, and
What kind of business?
all kinds of business. Like
He
wherever
gives you
there
his
is
turn
business.
look.
And have you know that I am very upstanding man. It's like if there are any rules, if there are any laws in this country that I must follow, I will follow them to the utmost of my ability. I can you rest assured, Miss Guardswoman.
Okay, respect.
Yes, yes.
Then the one of you has been sitting quiet the whole time, seemingly trying to avoid attention.
What's your name?
I'm Colin Hawthorne.
Nice to meet you, Colin.
The Colin Hawthorne?
What
Just kidding.
I'm gonna say nobody knows who he is. So.
I know. I just had to do that.
So we're all talking here.
Yes.
So,
Does that mean we're friends now?
I wouldn't consider you guys friends yet. You
I
need
mean,
to-
I'm always up to making new friends.
yes, indeed. Let us all be good friends here. In my home country, if you are not good friends with your neighbors, then you starve to death in the wilderness.
Sounds like Russia.
It's very good to know.
As an attendant comes forward, the captain will see you all now.
Okay.
So as all you get up and walk into the office there, you can see the female human dressed in the armor that was on the stage there, and she gestures. No, please sit, all of you. Well, I can't thank you enough for taking care of the scourge that was that attempted an assassination in our city. You've done us a great deal, and especially you, Andrea. I was told that you were the guard there. Are these your compatriots?
I don't know yet.
Well,
They just introduced.
We all just met.
Yeah, we just met them.
well,
Or I just met
We,
them.
we plan to discuss business at a later date.
I should say you are quite fortunate that these people were here. So, quite frankly, they saved your career. But in the meantime, I don't have time to write to any officials to determine how or what of a reward you all should get. So she kind of opens up a drawer and just drops a bag. Here's 100 gold to split amongst all of you, and I hope this suits you well.
Yes, I'm sure that will be much. That will be quite adequate, I'm sure.
All right. So, but now getting down to the heart of the matter, was there anything particular about this assassination? Did you notice anything? Doesn't matter how small details. Please tell me everything.
I noticed that the arrow had a bit of gold.
Or silver.
Whatever.
Should I keep this?
No.
So we'll
Yes.
take these both.
Silver-tipped arrow?
Yeah.
That's peculiar. Why would they use that?
And also, he was a werewolf when I saw him.
The assassin?
Yeah.
And it's okay. And she starts scribbling notes. Like, we'll make note of that. And a werewolf using silver. That's usually their bane. Was there anything else?
He mentioned something about his family being killed or something. But I mean, if he's a werewolf, then I mean.
Well, they do.
I should
They do have
expect
packs, and they do have quite. They swear fealty to their own pack. But I will take it under advisement. Thank you. Was there anything else?
I think if he's firing a silver-tipped arrow at someone in revenge, maybe it's the arrow that killed a family member or something, like some poetic justice type
Right,
thing.
that could be some motive. Thank you.
This is my first time encountering a lycanthrope, so I'm at a loss here.
We've encountered them many times. They didn't. They live in the forest to the north, but they haven't actually become violent since a few months ago. Which is strange. I thought we had a peaceful relationship, but But I digress. The minute they trespassed in our city and caused violence, well, all bets are off. But
Can we try to realign with them? Like, be friends with them again?
Possibly see why they're even attacking in the first place.
I can't sacrifice any of my own men. But if you all are willing to do so, then by all means, I'll pay for any information that you can give me that will benefit us.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything important planned if all of you are willing.
I have to check in with my job, see if I can help you guys, but it sounds like a fun trip.
Yes, I am here on. Well, regarding the work you are asking about, diplomacy is my specialty. And you see how good I was at the work that I am not too accustomed to, the roughhousing.
Just another form of diplomacy.
Is usually the backup to diplomacy, but in this case it was necessary.
Well, all right then.
Sometimes violence is the diplomatic answer.
Ah, yes, you have good eye, my friend.
So as all you stand up and leave, and so then as you're walking out, then yeah, if all of you would like to travel together to find this werewolf scourge, what would you like to do beforehand before you set out?
I will definitely check in with my job. See if
Okay.
I'm
Flint is going
able
to make some ammo
Okay.
before it is gone.
I am going to follow wherever Gothak goes, I guess. I've already basically followed him for whatever reason.
You feel like okay.
Shall we decide where to meet up then?
Well, I'll be staying in the inn, so
No, then we can just meet up there then. Is that done?
Yes, this sounds like a good idea.
okay.
All right.
Well, then.
So as you all head off, Andrea, you first. So the inn that you're speaking of is called the Axe of Fire.
Okay.
It's basically it's this very grand inn close to the citadel. Very elven in its design, and you've heard briefly that it's known for its epic trivia. So I was like, oh, that could be interesting. It's a very, very intellectual inn. So then, the rest of you, yeah, I guess you follow Andrea. You go about. Honestly, it is very easy here to find any kind of dwarf smith. Plus, with your background, they will gladly let you use any kind of tools that they have with Minecrafter background. And you do remember that if you're going against werewolves, that you need to craft silver ammo.
Yeah.
That would be very, very useful. So, Andrea, going to the Axe of Fire, as you ascend the steps and you find find your ambassador, Verlar. He's in his room, kind of pacing back and forth, as he kind of jumps a bit as the door opens. Oh, Andrea. Okay, what did you find? Is he dead?
No.
No. Why not? You should have killed him.
Return him in.
That's not good enough. Go back and. You can't. That's.
Then I'll be wanted.
No, you won't. It's rightful justice. He attempted to assassinate me.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
No. I rolled shit to did. Okay, so 9.
9. You definitely glean from him that. I mean, he's about. He's acting about as worried as someone would be them having an attempt on their life. But you can't escape this nagging feeling. There's something more. Like, what is it? There's something.
I think you're a bit of an ass right now.
Well, I'm entitled to be. Someone should try to kill you. See how you feel.
Oh, you're a little entitled bitch, aren't you?
I'll have you'll do well to remember who you're speaking to.
I need to go on a trip. I need to kill a bunch of werewolves or.
Well, great.
See if we can do something about
If you're
that.
successful, I won't report your behavior to the Pansophical and have you demoted.
Okay. So
Get
am I
out.
clear to go?
Yeah, as he just turns around and
Okay.
as the two of you who are waiting outside the door, hearing everything, as Andrea comes out of the door, just slams it behind her.
So,
I love just the silence. And then, so.
I take it things went well.
Absolutely, they always go well. What are you talking about?
Yes.
By the sound of that conversation, it seems like you get in that argument more than once.
Flint is making silver ammo, but he's also coating his sword in silver.
Do you have the money for that?
How much would it cost?
I believe it's
It's in Xanadu.
I'm not buying a silver-coated sword. I'm coating my sword
coating it
in silver.
yourself, which means the materials are cut in half, which means I want to say it's 25 gold pieces in order to do so. I feel like, I mean, yeah, 25 gold pieces was the share you were given if you divide the 100.
And I already had 55 on me.
True.
before,
So yeah,
so.
you definitely have the resources to do this. Okay.
25 gold pieces for the ammo and the sword?
And it'd probably be
That's
25.
Be just for the, I think just for the sword. I'll say, I mean, ammo is very, very small. Plus, you're proficient with firearms, so you're obviously proficient with smith tools and stuff like that. So, I'll say it's another 5 gold pieces to make 20 rounds of ammo
Okay, so
for either your basically for your pistol or musket.
So I'm spending 30 gold right now.
Yep. And you have marking inventory. You have a silver. Was it short sword or long sword?
Iron longsword.
Okay. So yeah, you have a silver longsword, and you would have 20 rounds of ammo.
Okay, because I am
Silver coat.
proficient in insight. Do you have any added bonuses?
Well, yeah, it's marked there.
Then +6?
Plus 6 would be.
Yeah, +6 is the bonus. You rolled a 3.
Yeah.
3 plus 6.
That's 9.
20 rounds of silver coated sword.
Okay.
And I go back to the inn.
Let me get my sounds here. Excuse me.
Okay, so he seemed. I could gain that he was like off
Yeah.
a bit.
It's reasonable he would act that way, but it seems like there's more to it.
Yeah. He seems way too intent on killing these lycanthropes than he should. So, all 4 of you gathering in the bottom of the inn. What would you like to do?
I will grab a bowl of milk and then I will drink my bowl of milk.
All
As
of you,
they
yeah,
come
all of
in.
you sitting down at the same table. Any drinks you would like to order, whatever. You just see Andrea there with just a bowl.
I order just a normal, like, alcoholic, whatever. Like,
Just
whatever
whatever.
their beer is.
I just slapped the milk like a little dog.
Tankard of ale or whatever.
I get a juice cup.
He's a child.
Gothic, he won't order anything for now. So, these lycanthropy are like big dogs.
I don't think I told you my name yet. My name is Andrea.
Yes, very good to meet you. I believe I have introduced myself.
I smell his hand.
Yeah,
How does it smell?
Kind of dusty.
Does it smell like he's like any kind of?
Smells dusty.
I want to ascertain anything.
He smells like a Goliath.
very hairless, as like,
I do that with all
doesn't
of
smell
them.
like
you see
Yeah, you see
metal
it.
hand.
This one, that's metal.
Doesn't smell like anything.
It just smells like metal.
Like metal.
It probably if there's any like motor oil type stuff, it would smell like motor oil.
I was thinking that, but this isn't really like an oil thing. It's
No,
a magical.
it's a magical-
It's a magic hand.
Yeah.
Entirely mechanical, no,
Yeah.
I mean, unless you guys to grease the joints, but probably not because of
Yeah. And then this last person here, as you just shake his hand, do you let her
Do you let her sniff your hand?
sniff your hand?
I pull away as if it's kind of weird.
You get a brief sniff, like kind of earthy. Not much else.
Okay, you guys all seem to be nice enough.
Well,
you know,
Hmm?
you know the guy I was guarding, right? He seemed like he had something to hide from me.
But didn't you say that something about the assassin's family being murdered or something?
yeah, that, yes, that could be an unfortunate issue here.
Because I don't think they would attack unprompted. You know, only one way to find out, we have to go and talk to them. I have coated my sword in silver, and I have made some silver rounds for my guns, just in case it does come to fighting. But we should try not to fight.
Yes.
Yes, this seems like a good idea.
To be fair, I was being a bit of an ass to him, but he also had it coming for a bit now.
Well, most rich people do, so.
I'd just like to be sure. He spoke of these tax cuts. I am under the impression that he is more of a messenger, not the one actually responsible for giving the tax cuts.
No?
Yeah, no, he's not. He's just, simply just he's the messenger. That's what the ambassador is.
I didn't know what the no meant. Like,
Yes, okay, good. Just making sure that we are not missing out on golden opportunity with this additional work. You see, when one job gets in the way of another, it can be quite unfortunate.
Okay.
Well, when should we head out?
How about we... What's the time?
At this
Roughly,
point, it'd
what's
be
this?
around mid-afternoon.
Okay.
You're still full of energy. Like you're still good to go. You're
I'm ready to go right now if we.
But I did
Decide.
use a spell slot, so I should probably fully rest it until take a long rest to get all my spell slots back.
you still have one left.
Yeah, one.
I think we should be fine.
Okay. Shall we get shaken then?
All right.
Shall we go?
So yeah, as all of you just down your drinks or lap your drinks, you get up, pay your tab, and you walk out. At this point, we will take a quick break, and we will be
The Flint
right
pays
back.
for everyone's tab.
All right. We will be right back. All right. Welcome back. So, where we left off, you guys just completed kind of talking about your plans in the tavern. So, where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
So,
Well,
We leveled up.
Yes, you didn't think that was relevant enough, but
I
Okay.
sip my juice,
yes, all of you leveled up to level 2.
and then I'm like, shouldn't we go over to this guy's place because he's making the silver stuff? Silvered weapons?
well, it depends.
I do
Are
not
you
have-
staying here at the inn
We-
too?
Bluetooth is not
Mhm.
working.
We could all reconvene here later. Once he's done.
I guess I suppose I should have asked you all to follow me earlier when I was making silver weapons.
You know, like, I need a lot of arrows.
The payment for that will be on you, because it is quite expensive.
Okay.
Silver coating. I can make it for you. Just the material is quite expensive. If you want your Sword's coated. So, Flint is gonna try and make a little bit of profit here because we're not in business, technically in business yet.
You guys are still strangers to each other.
For me to do it for you, it will cost 35 gold, I'd say, for the material and my service of making it.
How about 1 dagger?
How much would a dagger cost?
Dagger to coat it.
Basically, whatever the cost for me would be to coat it.
Pretty much.
10 gold more than that.
Because a dagger would cost you about 2 gold. With 2 gold pieces normally. So I'd say to coat a dagger with would cost you about maybe 5 gold pieces worth of silver and just to coat it with.
Yeah, so a dagger would be for me would be 15 gold to coat it in silver.
I don't have any gold right now, so.
You have 25. But...
From the,
Yeah, you have 25, remember?
But I need to save some.
I mean,
I don't have any to spare.
Hey, you guys don't know. You don't know how much I have on me.
well, we know you have 25.
Colin goes to, it's like just 1 bit. I go to the bank without an appointment and ask if like I can mortgage my rapier. I'm assuming I could only do that up to like a quarter of its value. So I lose possession of my rapier, but I borrow.
Says so going to the bank, and after talking a bit with this absurd request that clearly none of them have heard before, but Colin, he's gone for about an hour or so, but you eventually come to the conclusion that okay, you will borrow money from the bank with your weapon as collateral, and you would gain 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
Yeah, for.
That's laughable.
I mean, it's just silvering some arrows.
Yeah, the arrows.
True. Yeah, you could. I say you could silver 10 arrows with 5 gold pieces worth of silver.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like, okay. So, no longer have a rapier.
The bank is holding on to it.
Didn't mean to make you lose that. But I also didn't make you do that, so you didn't have to.
One of the strangest ways in this game ever to acquire some quick cash. I'd like to mortgage my weapon, please.
Oh god.
Okay, I make him his arrow.
Yeah.
I go make him his arrows. You two didn't want me to do anything?
You charge very good price. I will take that into consideration for another time.
Okay.
Let's hope this doesn't screw me over later.
Translation: Gothic is being cheap.
Yeah.
And so it's dangerous. She can't afford that technically. She has to save some money for Russian things.
Okay, I will.
Of which we need to go shopping for Russians and stuff.
See, I have
Told him
other,
Silent Peter.
I have other
I have my
equipment
file on
necessary for this task that we have planned here. You see, I make sure to never go unprepared. While I may not have any silvered weapons to take care of them, there are more than one way to take care of a tough enemy.
We're also not trying to fight them. We are trying to take the diplomatic approach
Exactly.
first.
But even if things break down, I assure you that I am fully prepared. As Gothic then kind of heads up to room in the inn before
Just has his boat in there.
heading down with like a large chest full of gear. As you can see, I have come fully stocked with all the necessary equipment.
As Gothic comes down the stairs, you can hear a loud clanging of tools and things in this chest as he walks back and forth. And he sets it down, just things jump a little bit.
Yeah, it's like,
Do you have rations for all of us too?
well, this should be a short journey, so I do have. I suppose I can spare some rations. This is a good business venture. I am sure we will all share in the reward, so I will share in all of my supplies with you, my good friends. Okay? As I open it up, and you see, I got a shovel, crowbar. I got. What else I have? I had it written down somewhere, but like
A lot. Like you see a set of carpenter's tools.
yeah, carpenter's tools. I have like 10 days worth of rations.
Pickaxe.
Yeah, a little pickaxe. Like, as you can see, I have come fully prepared for whatever we may face.
A bit over-prepared. But prepared nonetheless. So, and I respect it.
I'm thinking I'm under changing you for the silvering of the.
Don't worry about it.
It's just like he took out a
You
load
came
of-
back. You came back without your rapier, so don't worry about it. Did you tell everyone that you mortgaged your rapier?
Yeah, I didn't want to sell it.
Yeah. Just want to pay back the loan.
Yeah,
get it back.
I'll have the money after the job is done. Just
Wait, you have 25 gold
I have 25 gold.
from the reward.
The reward. That was
You didn't even have to do that.
Unless you did it anyway for some reason.
Well, the thing is, though,
You now have 30.
well,
No, he
until
is
spent 5.
25. He spent the 5.
It's like I
Getting
need
there.
I need to save the 25.
I didn't make a profit on this. I just let that go.
the thing is, I just looked up. Apparently, silvering weapons is 100 gold for 10.
True, but for smaller weapons, smaller silver, and
Yeah, but even for like 10 rounds of ammunition, it's like,
I mean, not all the rules are that great.
yeah, I find it a bit ridiculous. It's that expensive.
I
to
mean,
sell
like,
weapons.
think about it.
That
How
for
how
everything.
much
Yeah.
silver are you
I
actually
know.
putting into?
silvering arrows. Oh, okay.
Right, well, if we are prepared, then let's go.
And you know where you're going.
We need to talk to somebody who knows where to go.
Let's go back to the.
There was some sort of
return in the
forest
guy.
or something. We should ask about where that was.
Yes, let's go back to the guard station where we turned in that man and ask where to go.
So, stepping up back into the city streets, you make your way.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. You make your way back to the citadel. You see some of the guards, the same guards, are still on patrol there. They recognize you. Oh, did you have anything? Did you forget something?
Would you happen to know there's run away to see if we can talk to the lycanthropes to see why they're attacking? We don't really know where to go.
Well, that's well, it's common knowledge, but everyone knows it around here. Head about northeast out of the city into the Okania jungle. Couple hours. Follow the path for a couple hours, and then steer west into the forest.
All right.
You'll see signs. There are places where we want to make logging camps or we want to make mining camps, but they're currently not in use.
Mm. Right, well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, I am sure we will be quite fine, my good friend here.
And off we go.
Off you go.
On my way. On my way.
So, traveling through, traveling north through the city, then out the city. All you just kind of, just walking alongside each other. And realize, yeah, you kind of. This looks about right. You've heard tales of adventuring parties that a very ragtag and very unorthodox group of people get together with different skills and to kind of complete each other out.
I've always wondered what it would be like to travel in a... I say this out loud. I've always wondered what it would be like to travel with a strange group of people. No offense. Just on an adventure. I've never done that before.
Yes, indeed. I can tell you, traveling alone was not very nice. Especially when you're in a small boat alone being buffeted by a storm.
How far did you come from?
Oh, my home country is far to the north. It is northwest. It is
I think we would have seen your boat, right?
Are you carrying your boat?
Yeah, I think, I actually still have the boat, but I left it back at the storage room by the inn. I had to
How big is this boat?
it's a small rowboat.
As you look at Gothak's size and think, okay, what does he think is a small rowboat?
It is quite small hassle to bring it around places, but it provides good storage for the gear most times. As Gothak's currently carrying his chest full of gear just on one of his shoulders.
Flint just thinks to himself, I'm sure we'll see the boat when we come back.
So, as you continue along, you start venturing out into the wilderness where the trees become much more dense. You can see that now that the trees they're much closer together, it's getting much more humid here. As you kind of begin to sweat a little bit. Colin, you find this fascinating as this never happened to you before, but you kind of close your eyes and focus. You feel a connection with this land, and you kind of feel like your senses kind of bleed into the environment, and you feel, okay, there's a force here, and you can probably harness this.
I wonder.
So going forward,
Flint is also looking at his chest of things and kind of making thinking of, I wonder, like he's not saying it out loud, but he's just thinking like, he's just carrying it on his shoulder, just like this. What if I just made a harness for it so he can just strap it to his back? Just keeping a mental note of it.
as you continue forward, the trees become much more dense as the path begins to end, and you're kind of weaving through brush and things. Like one of you just takes out your sword and just starts hacking away to clear a path. Colin, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
I don't have any of my infusions yet because I haven't long rested.
Okay. Going through here, you don't see anything, but then eventually, like as you're walking, you just stop. Everyone sees it happen, and for some reason, you kind of just feel like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
You alright, Colin?
Yeah, I guess.
Inside check.
Go for it.
I don't think that he is actually okay. Because the way he says it.
Well, I say, yeah, I guess.
He's not quite sure himself.
I'm not quite sure.
18 plus 6.
He's definitely not okay, and this concerns you as well. Making a perception check with advantage.
Natural 20.
There we go.
So you kind of crouch a little bit, and you kind of feel the same sensation, and you recognize what this is. This is the... You guys all right?
I think so.
We're dying.
Oh no!
On stream. On camera.
We have censored.
No, we don't. But you recognize this. This is definitely the feeling of prey when it's in the presence of its predator.
No.
Looking around. It smells something canine.
Are you all right?
Choking on something?
I'm not choking. It's just my throat is really dry.
Yeah. But you definitely smell like a canine smell. Foreign to you, definitely different than like your own species. But you smell it around you and very close.
Probably would smell like the guy that we apprehended.
I just say we have come in peace.
Make a persuasion check.
Colin thinking, speak for yourself.
So 19.
Okay.
Well, we've come with the intention of peace.
So, as you see, 3 figures step behind up from the trees with bows and arrows. Prove it.
Okay. It's like,
Looking at them, you can see they're all wood elves.
as you can see, the weapons on my person are, I am not drawing them. Well, how are we to prove that we are here in peace?
Put down that chest.
Okay, just toss it.
Put down that bow. Your weapons are strange. Take them out with 2 fingers and set them on the ground.
I just dropped to my knees.
I take out my pistol, my musket, and I also have the long sword. So we put that down.
As you pull out the longsword and as it shines with silver, and they look at that. And
I have it as a precaution.
as one of them puts the arrow back in. The other 2 still aiming.
I make a stealth check in related, because I don't think this can count as sleight of hand. Basically,
What do
my
you wanna do?
staff, I'm gonna act like it's not a weapon and not put it down, hoping that they don't notice.
Deception.
Oh, deception.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a
You're
deception.
trying to bullshit your way.
Okay, so total of 12.
Alright.
Hold yourself up like it's.
You wouldn't take an old man's walking stick, would you?
You're not an old man.
Well, it's attached on a strap.
You're not Gandalf, but you
I just leave it there.
know. Close enough.
Just leave it there.
So, yeah, sure enough, as
You will probably pass.
as you lay your weapons down, and you see one of them comes forward and kind of collects them, puts them in a bag. Then the great big bow that won't fit in the bag, so he just slings it over his shoulder, and he goes to the chest. Can't lift it.
Would you like assistance with that?
As he opens it, like, there's only tools in here, no weapons. And as he closes it, and then he kind of reaches around. I don't have one, do you? As one of them pulls out a lock, throws it to him, and locks it. You can carry it.
Thank you, my good friend.
As he backs up. Walking between us, we have questions for you.
I also have a question for you.
That can wait. It's not safe out here. And as one of them takes the lead, the other 2 stay behind you. At this point, like they release their bows and arrows, but still have like the arrow notched, and they kind of compel you to walk forward.
Yes, of course. This is just a regular hospitality. They are a bit on edge, but I am sure that they have no bad intentions.
Let's hope you're right.
So,
Because you said they were elves?
yeah.
Like what elves?
What else?
me being a dwarf, I'm like, let's hope you're right.
So as you're walking forward, and you only walk for a couple minutes. First through some thick shrubbery, and then back to where another path starts, past a mining camp. You can see a very large cavern that's already been dug up. You can see some abandoned wagons that are hauling the huge piles full of dirt away. And you see some rocks and maybe a little bit of ore. Walking past that for another couple minutes, and eventually you begin to see structures in at the base of all the trees. How do I describe this? I guess if very uniquely made in that a lot of the trees here like they bend and they hang, and you can see canopies built from the trees. They didn't cut them down. They're still very much alive, and you can see the canopies just expand and have walls that kind of hang underneath. It's very elegant, actually. You're not quite sure how it would stand up in a storm, but not bad. You can see in the center there's like a very large fire pit. You can see the people who are gathering water. You can see people who are skinning animals. Like there are some kids who are running around playing, and they immediately like stop and kind of stare. Parents come and kind of bring them aside as you're walking through. And basically, you walk through the center. It's a relatively small. There's about 20 or so huts, and into the biggest one in the center, following the trail. You can see the leader. He opens the door. In you go.
We'll just head on in.
So in this hut, you see there's a fire pit in the center, and sitting on a raised platform, cross-legged. You can see another wood elf here. A female, just sitting there wearing animal skins. I assume you have come here for diplomacy, otherwise we would already have drawn blood.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Very well, state your business.
I don't know if this man is from your colony here, but recently someone attempted an assassination on, what was his name?
Someone attempted an assassination on Villar Florenin.
And he is a lycanthrope.
Drell the fool.
He is in custody. We've been told that lycanthropes have been attacking the city in the
We did not
last month.
draw the first blood.
And that is why we came here to find out why, and to see if there's anything we can do to help. What I heard from my friend here, my big friend here, the man said that whatever his name is, Flint says his name, I don't remember it, that he killed his family.
That he did. If you think you know your confidant, your ambassador, you are mistaken.
That's what I wanted to know. I'm curious because I had some kind of inkling that he was being secretive about something to me.
Tell me, was he shot with silver?
Yes.
Then our suspicions were correct. I suppose Drell, he figured it out. Make no mistake, that ambassador you protect is also cursed with lycanthropy. Have you seen him in any kind of lunar cycle?
No.
Because we managed to get a few attacks in. We're not quite sure what happened to him, but it seems that he suffered our curse.
Okay,
Although
so
some would call this a blessing. We certainly do. He came here seeking to exploit these lands, strip it of its minerals. This is our home. We would simply not allow that. We tried simply blocking them, scaring them. But then things turned violent. We will not stand for this. If they kill ours, we will kill them as well. I do not condone what Drell did, but I understand. If he is foolish enough to be thrown in prison because he did not take the proper precautions, that is his business. But the question is, what will you do, knowing this?
so you don't care that he's in prison?
That is his own fate, unfortunately.
Okay.
There's not much that they can do.
Okay.
If they come back, though, and try to strip our lands, we will fight. You can tell them this.
I will tell them this.
Yes, so...
See what happens when you press silver against that man's skin.
So...
He was adamant that he wanted to kill.
Of course he is. He's probably ashamed.
Maybe. But you think he's only ashamed? You think that's the only reason?
Quite
He
possibly.
want to kill
Men like him
someone
consider
you?
us filth.
And why would that be?
We're a simple folk, keeping him from his riches. We're simply the dirt beneath his shoes.
Yes. Quite despicable.
As for me, I have taken a sacred vow to protect this land, and I will not let any harm come to it.
I've met the type.
It's very honorable.
Yes. As you can see, I'm also not normal compared to these people. I have ears like.
They're not
True, you kind of never seen your species before. At first I thought you were one of us. But no, none of us can manage partial transformation.
But yeah, so if they don't burn down upon me, then why would they burn down upon you guys? That's
I think it's because you're not part human. Or part humanoid.
You're not lycanthropy, are you?
no.
That's why I recognize your robes. You're in high standing. That is why.
Okay.
Well, suppose we will see what we can do.
If you
don't hold very much power, we just offered our services to find out what's happening.
well, I suppose I deem you not a threat. So you'll be escorted out of our village. Your items will be returned to you, and then you simply leave. We will watch to make sure you do.
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
I do want to shake the hand and then smell.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, I mean, it's just a persuasion. They can just deny it.
8.
As you kind of reach your hand forward, as you kind of step forward, reach your hand forward, immediately one of the guards, like, kind of, the bow is like half ready. You can see this leader's. Just kind of refusing to shake your hand.
Okay.
You kind of smell at a distance, and it just smells very earthy. It's very hot, very humid here, very rich in vegetation.
Slight scent of wet dog.
I was always taught to be polite. Sorry.
Well, let's go.
Yes, let us.
So, yeah, as you turn to leave, my pencil. I leave there.
Gothek's gonna be. You're keeping an eye on the guards. Just like they're gonna give us our stuff back, right?
Well, you have your stuff. It's just
Okay.
needs
I'm
to
gonna get
lock
my
off.
tools unlocked, right? Yeah.
Yep. So, there you go. as you're walking forward out of the village here, looking left, right. Yeah, you want your stuff back, but they kind of urge you on forward. Like you're not far enough out yet. Good work, Andrea. You led us right to them as more figures step out, and you can see Verlar and a couple of a vanguard there. Thank you very much, my dear. Man, immediately you see like all the lycanthropes. They had their weapons drawn ready. Did you do this? Did you do this?
I did not.
We'll find out.
On purpose.
Hey, go fire
Wait,
on
how
them
close
if you
are
want.
Huh?
Are they?
They're about 30 feet apart from each other. Like
Can you not just coexist in peace?
as Verlar, that's impossible, my dear.
Well, you're also one of those.
Damn.
I figured it out.
I liked you.
If you hand us our weapons, we can help you.
You won't get the chance. Fire! And we'll end it there.
Oh no.
So next week, let's see
No.
what happens.
No.
So I managed to keep my staff.
Your staff, absolutely.
It's like just pretend it's just a stick.
So this should,
It's
should
totally
be-
not a weapon.
so
No.
this should be interesting. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.